Hello, Natalie B here. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm really excited today because I'm doing a series, a 3-part series on how to stop expecting the worst by protecting your peace, right? So this is going to be in 3 parts. Today we're going to be talking about, basically always expecting the worst, what happens, how you get programmed to do so, and what can happen, what happens when you stop expecting the worst. So, and the second part of this series, we're going to talk about protecting your peace of mind and the things that you can do to protect your peace of mind. The third part, you're gonna wanna be here for. You want to be here for all of it because all of it will lead into the third part. But the third part, I'm going to show you how you can get cash money for protecting your peace. That's right. And this is not clickbait. This is for real. So subscribe to the channel so you can be notified anytime I upload a new video. Hit the like button so that others can also have access to this information per whatever algorithm that YouTube uses. Possible. I don't know. So, and I also would like you to leave me a comment down below and let me know if you're one of those people who's always expecting the worst of things, what you do to protect your peace. So, or if you know what to do to protect your peace and how that works for you. So anyhow, we're going to get right into it. So the first part of this is what happens when you expect the worst. What happens, right? So I have some notes here, and so I'll be looking down. If you see me looking down, that's because I have some notes. So anticipating, like, when you expect the worst, it's like you're anticipating trauma. Like you're anticipating drama, right? And so what happens when you do this, right, is what you put out there in the world is what you get back. So when you start anticipating drama, whatever, like, it keeps coming back. And what you end up doing is you end up passing up your blessings. You end up passing up in lieu of the blessings. You're attracting more stress to yourself, right? Because sometimes we don't even know how we're doing it, but just putting it out there, sometimes we are a part of that. We're a part of that problem. And so and how do we get there, right? How do we get to the point where we're expecting the worst? That's the thing, because like we sometimes realize that we're doing this, but we don't even realize how we got there. And this happens over years of programming. And what do I mean by that? This happens like from your childhood, maybe. Like, when you're a child and maybe you were abandoned by a parent, that you have a stress response to that, right? And if you were told by a parent that you're never going to be good at anything, you have a stress response to that. If you are told by someone, a teacher, that you're no good at this, like you shouldn't be doing this, whatever that thing is that you want to do, whether it's be an artist, become an actress, whatever that thing is that you want to do, you start to believe what they're telling you, right? So you're taking on their energy per se, and you're taking on what they're telling you that they think that you can and cannot do. And so that brings on a stress response. What I call this is basically people stealing your peace. So you have people all through your life that are stealing your peace. And if you are not taught how to protect your peace, you just are constantly in this state of trying to defend yourself from others stealing your peace. And like I said, this is how the few things that I mentioned already are the ways in which people do that. People bring you drama, right? Like, and let's say you don't want to do something, and then now there's drama in your family because you're not aligned with what they expect of you, right? There's expectations from other people disturb your peace. And so what's really important is that you start, in order to stop expecting the worst, right? Because when you get into the state, when you get around people, you're constantly expecting that there's something they're going to be expecting from you. And even before it happens, you're already having a trauma response. You are having anxiety, you're depressed. There's somewhere in you, because when you were little, you couldn't do it. Maybe you couldn't do anything else but what you were told to do, whatever was expected of you, that you start to live in a way where you forego your own, what you want, what you feel, what you think, what you believe, in lieu of what somebody else thinks, what somebody else feels, what somebody else believes. And this really, it causes you to have resentful feelings, it causes you to feel anxious, it causes you to start expecting the worst. Like, you live in a stress response. And then what happens is that when people are coming in and they're stealing your energy this way, and sometimes it's in that way, or they're bringing in their own chaos and they're projecting their chaos onto you. So an example of this would be, someone comes in, they call you, right? A friend calls you and they're having financial issues, right? Now, because you're living in expecting the worst, you're thinking, oh my gosh, like, this person is probably going to be they're going to ask me for money. And, this is running through your mind. So you're trying to get ahead of it. So you're like, you know what, let me see if I can help them, because they didn't ask you for help, though. They didn't reach out and ask for help. Whether or not you feel like that's why they're calling, or they're anticipating that you're going to give them the money, that's on them. But in your space, you're responding from a place of drama and trauma and expecting the worst, to say, okay, maybe I should jump in and help them. So now you're offering them money, you're offering them help, you're offering them advice. Money, help, advice. All of this is you putting your energy out there. All of this is you putting your energy, pouring your energy out there, right? And let's say this person, so you pour your energy to that person. You're like, here's a few bucks, here's this, go do this, let me help you do that. Now you find yourself doing all the research. How stressed are you? I'm stressed already, and I'm not even doing it right now, but I'm stressed already just thinking about it, right? So just imagine the thinking about this, thinking about doing all those things, right? Because you were in anticipation of what they were expecting from you when they called you and told you they were having financial issues, and you didn't want to be the bad guy. I don't want to be the bad guy, so I'm going to jump in, I'm going to fix it, and then it's all going to go away. So that's what you think. It's all going to go away. But guess what? So now that person, after years and years and years of doing this, the expectation is that when they come to you, you're going to fix it. So then they come to you again, and you're just like, you know what? Like, I helped this person last time. Like, why do they keep, like, like I gave them resources, I helped them find this, like, you know what, why can't they do this themselves? And you find yourself constantly jumping in and doing this for them, doing things for them. And it can be really unnerving and disturb your peace. And remember, we talked about what happens when you expect the worst is that you forego your own blessings. Well, yes, because when you are pumping all your energy into this person or people, because many times when you're doing this, it's not just one person coming to you and again, there are multiple people, so you're getting pulled in multiple directions. When do you have time to take care of what you need to for yourself? Your blessings come in, your blessings go out. You don't even have time to enjoy your blessings because you're busy spreading the blessing. And I'm not saying don't spread your blessings out to others. Do share. But you need to keep some for you. You need to enjoy some of those blessings. And you need to realize when you have those blessings coming in, you need to be able to see them. And you need to be able to manifest those blessings for yourself. But if you're busy jumping in and fixing things and reacting to drama that's happening in other people's lives that they're bringing for you to fix, you can't focus on your blessings. You can't focus on manifesting the things that you want in your life, and things start passing you by, because your biggest asset in your life is not money, people. It's not money. Yes, you can make money. We all need money. Money is energy, but the biggest asset you have in your life is your time. So this is the one thing that you need to use wisely. And if people are coming to you and they are draining you, right? In energy, I think I did a video on energy vampires. You can check that out. But they are draining you of your energy. They're stealing. I call them thieves. They're stealing your peace when they do that, because you are constantly in a stress response. And once you stop letting people come in and steal your peace, your own blessings start coming in. You can focus on what you need to do for yourself, whether it's your own self-development, your own research, your own issues that you need to manage, or your own bills that you need to pay down so you can build up your credit, right? Because if you're constantly, without thinking of yourself, giving out all your money, where are you going to find money to pay your own bills? Right? And then, many times when your peace is being stolen this way, when you need help, there's nowhere to go. Right? Because you're the one everyone comes to. And so for you now, there's nowhere really to go. And so you have to rebuild again. And but you need to find a way to do that. So the way to do that is to protect your peace. Do not let people in that are stealing your peace. And I'm not saying don't help people, but we need to manage, or we need to be able to manage our time, our resources, so that we're making sure that we're taking care of ourselves. And there needs to be a set amount of resources, yes, that we have, that we can give to others. And when you've exhausted that amount that you've set aside to give to others, then you're done. There's no more to give right now until you've built up again enough in that giving bucket. There's no more to give, like right now, because you still have to manage. You have to manage your own issues. You have to manage your own life, and you have to keep your peace. You have to build your own. You have to build your own resources. You have to build your own blessings. And yeah, you know what? Like God, or whoever, the universe, whatever you believe in, they bring you blessings. But the energy you put out is the energy you get back. And so if you're constantly giving everything to everyone else, you're not receiving anything. You need to give yourself a chance to receive also. And this is a lesson that I had to learn, right? Like, I am a giver. I like to give, I like to give a lot. Like, I like to share. If I learn something, I like to share with others. I would be spending my time calling people like, hey, this is what you can do. Especially, why was I doing this? Oh, in anticipation that they might be calling me for something, and that I can catch it on the back end and give them this information, which a lot of times they didn't even use the information. So now I've taken my time, I've made all these phone calls, I've called these people, I've given them all this information. I think I've given them this information if they were even listening to me. And then I was still getting those phone calls in the back end because they were just like, we don't need to listen to her because, like, if we call her, like, a week from now with something going on, like, she's gonna take care of it. So protect your peace. So that's all I have to say for today about how to stop expecting the worst, and by protecting your energy. This is so important. And so in the next part of this series, we're going to talk about the things that you can do to protect your peace. And so stay tuned for that. Do stay tuned for that. And like I said, in series number 3, I'm going to show you how you can actually get cash money for protecting your peace. So once you know how to protect your peace, you'll be able to maybe get some cash money for doing that. And yeah, I'm not clickbaiting you. This is for real. I wouldn't be spending my time doing a three-part series on this if it wasn't true. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, let me know in the comments below what you're doing to protect your peace, if you are doing anything to protect your peace, or if you're one of those people who expects the worst. So until next time, I am Natalie B, is sending you love, light, and knowledge. Thank you.